Well, firstly, I wanted to start off. So, how did you get into football? What got you into football? Is there a story behind that?
I think mainly just ever since I can remember, always wanted to play. I have two brothers. I have a twin brother and then an older brother, and they both played football but weren't very good. So I think I just automatically thought that I was really good. So I just wanted to play. And then I joined the local boys team because there was no girls teams around, and realised quite soon that I actually wasn't great, but still just adored it, loved every minute. My mum didn't like me playing for a while, but as soon as she saw how happy I was when I was playing, she couldn't stop me. So it was really good. And I think the more she said no, the more I wanted to play. So yeah, that added my motivation, and I haven't stopped since. So love it. Mm-hmm.
No, to be fair, you do sound better than your brothers. The fact that you're still playing football now, so so you've
Yeah,
done
I
the right.
joined. They quit straight after. I think they were fed up with me putting them in goals and trying to score against them. Yeah.
So obviously, actually, you're from Wales, from correct?
Yeah.
So you started playing football in Wales. So I wanted to ask, how did you get into playing at Hofstra University in the US? Like, how did that come about?
I think it was always quite popular for girls my age because it was just before like the scene was starting to get more professional here. I was playing at Bristol at the time. It was called Bristol Academy. Obviously, it's turned into Bristol City now. And we were one of the top teams in the Super League, the Summer Super League at the time. I was sitting on the bench. I was quite young. They had some really good players. They like Tash Harding. I think Jess Fishlott was there as well. Jazz Matthews, who's still at Bristol now. So I kind of knew that I needed to make a move somewhere. So the options at the time were either Reading, who just joined the league, or go out to America, which was always kind of on my mind because of Bend It Like Beckham and films like that. And I just started chatting to a school in New York called Hofstra, and I fitted with the coach, and it just sounded great straight away. Leah Galton, who's at Man United now, was playing there, and they had quite a lot of internationals. So I thought it would like be my home away from home kind of thing. I wouldn't feel too like the odd one out, and it was just amazing. And yeah, like the facilities and the opportunities out there, it was a really good 4 years. So yeah.
So did you enjoy your 4 years out there? Like, what was it like? How was it different to Bristol Academy?
Oh, it's like a different sport. It's obviously like we speak the same language, obviously English, but other than that, everything's so different. The season is from August to November, so you play 2 games a week, and it's quite intense. Just everything, like the facilities out there. My school was quite small. It was like a private school compared to some of the other schools. They weren't. It wasn't as big athletically, but the facilities were still unbelievable compared to like top teams here. They just have so much money out there. And obviously it was like I had to do my studies and do my degree at the same time. That was kind of secondary, but that was kind of the purpose, to be on a scholarship, just to had something to fall back on other than football. Yeah, so it was cool.
So
I wanted to ask.
Yeah, go on. No, I was just going to ask. Yeah, go for it. Bro.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. Do you think there's more that the UK can do to kind of get that kind of culture feel? Because I feel with America, it's like even from high school, they really start you, like they really expose you from the jump. Like from being 13, you're kind of like your games can get televised. So do you think more could be done in the UK to make that kind of make it more interesting for people, not just when you're a pro, but leading up to that, so you can handle it more once you become a pro if you choose to?
Yeah, I think both countries have like the advantages and disadvantages. So if you're pro out in America, you all like I think it's only 1% of people don't go through like the college system. They have you get drafted, everyone goes to college, they get a degree, and then they go pro. Whereas here they don't really have that. Like you go to school, or you become pro, or you kind of try and do both but struggle. But then when you go pro in America, like there's no like secondary leagues, especially for like women's football. So unless you're in the NWSL, there's no like championship or third division where you can build your way up. So there's definitely positives and negatives to both. I think you've got to be the best of the best in America, and obviously they're coming to our league now, so that's amazing. It just shows how much better football is getting here. But I do like the fact that they've got like the championship. Like I'm doing a master's at the moment, so I wouldn't be able to do that maybe if I was in the top league. So I like the fact that England's got that like proper football, like FA Cup and stuff like that. Like they don't have that in America, and I think I like that culture side of it too. So it's nice to be able to say I've played in both, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What are you doing your masters in, by the way? Just a quick.
Sports psychology.
Football psychology. Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
kind of like try and use it for football, but also maybe something after football. So it's cool. Yeah.
That's good. I want to ask. So obviously, we've had the most craziest year, to say the least. Like I don't know what it's been like for footballers, but it must be a massive crazy year. So I want to ask, like, how was your lockdown? How was pre-season different? How was it for the club and yourself?
Yeah, it was crazy. I think that's one word, and that's an understatement. I think Lewes was great. They were contacting us daily. We have like a group WhatsApp and just video calls all the time, just updating us. But as I said, it was changing every day. Our last season got postponed, but for so long we thought we didn't know whether it'd be cancelled. We didn't know whether it'd be. We didn't know if this season was going to happen. So that they were trying to update us. So lockdown was different in terms of when I was home with my family in Wales for the first time in like 7 years with my twin brother. So it was back to like playing football in the park with him again, because obviously you couldn't play with anyone else. So that was quite fun, just to see how bad he was and how much I've improved. I guess. Yeah, he put him in goal. We just played Enquiries. It was really weird. I felt like I was 10 again, but nice. It was good. And it just made us, like, I think all of us as a group have chatted about it as girls, just made us appreciate football so much more, and like missing like the team environment, and then doing stuff that you never normally get to do. Like we never get to spend our weekends with our family, or just like, because most of us like work full time or go to uni too, like just relaxing and having a weekend off, or just little things like reading a book, going like we took them. We didn't have them before, so it was nice to be able to have some downtime to do stuff like that. But yeah, we were all, after like 2 or 3 weeks, we wanted to get back. So we were gutted that the season got cancelled, but so happy that this season so far, touch wood, has been going on. So it's been really good to be back. Yeah.
I actually can't believe like this actually happened, like in regards to COVID and everything. Just the way everything cancelled. It's just it's been crazy to say the least.
It's a blessing.
How's it been for you guys though? Like in terms of work, it's changed a lot for you as well, because obviously if you do a lot with football, like what do you?
So my job, it was weird because I work at Talk Sport, so we had to. Some of us had to work from home, but officially some of us could not work from home because you can't get a radio station from my bedroom as much as my bedroom is nice, but you can't at the end of the day. And obviously with I do reporting for, if you've heard Her Football Hub, as well. So obviously when the WSL got cancelled, just not going to games anymore, I was missing out, and there was just no football. And then I would normally try and see people, but I couldn't play football. I don't think I've played football in years, to be fair. I don't remember the last time I played football. Like, just little things like that you miss. And especially where like my whole job revolves around sport. When there was no sport, I was bored. I was very, very bored. I'm not sure about you guys, but I was very, very bored.
I was okay because I had my PS4 and I love to game like every single day. So I was happy I had my PS4. It was hard because of what we were trying to do, like filming a documentary with freelance media. So obviously no one wants to be out, and like you can't go out. So it was more like planning. It was a lot of planning and just learning like how to edit and stuff. I think one thing I took from lockdown was just learning things, like things I wasn't doing because everything else was going on. Because of lockdown, I was able to just learn and stuff like that. But it was sad without sports, like not shouting at people, like it was just...
I can relate there. And we waited 100 days, and I don't know if you remember, the first game back, David Luiz had a nightmare. I was like, we haven't waited all that time for this.
We said, he's back. He's back.
City really badly in the first game back.
Yeah.
Against City,
Yeah.
Remember? And he pulled him back. Oh my God.
He got sent off as well.
And then he became good. But he didn't play in the Fantasy League for my first week. I can't believe it.
Quick little plug there if you're into fantasy football, zone. But to be fair, lockdown was, this was created from lockdown, I guess. So there's a silver lining in that, I guess. So, we didn't do, and to be fair, like I did play a lot of PlayStation because I wasn't playing PlayStation without like during work, so I had no time. But during lockdown, I decided to get back into it, and we've done some stuff to say the least, but it's been crazy. But what else? So I just wanted to ask. So for Lewes, so like, what's obviously, you know, you had like maybe a shortened pre-season. Was things different with pre-season? Like training drills, was there proper like spraying the balls and stuff like that, and quarantine and non-contact drills? Was it just?
Yeah, like it was mad. It was, well, we get COVID tested. It's gone down to once a week now, but it was twice a week at the start.
Was that the proper thing up your nose?
Yeah, it's not good.
It's
really not good.
Horrible. It's one of the worst things you'll do. I don't want to test it. I don't want to do it again.
All the girls like line up and watch me because they think it's hilarious because I just gag. I'm so bad. I'm really bad at it. So they think it's hilarious. So yeah, they turn up early to watch me get my COVID test.
I was gonna say, like, sports athletes, that's the one thing I don't envy from them, having to do them tests like every single day or whenever they have to play or whatever the schedule is. Because I did it once and I didn't want to do it again. Like, I was happy the way.
Yeah, it's true. Like there's like different nurses that come. We can't work out the rota, but there's some nurses and you know they're nice. So you try and head towards them, but there's some nurses and you just try and avoid them because you know it's going to be bad. But we realise that we're in a privileged position though. Like my mum's a nurse. She's been screening for it ever since the start of lockdown, and she hasn't had one test. So she's a bit jealous that I'm obviously getting tested, and I know that I'm safe each week. I know that I'm safe, so we know we're privileged, and so it's great that we're having this so that we can play football. So yeah, it's good.
I was gonna say, because the fact that, shout out to everyone that was helping out with COVID as well, all our key workers and stuff like that, because you guys are the real heroes. Because we've had a crazy year to say the least. But so what are the hopes for? Obviously, I don't want to get into the manager's plans and whatever. What are the hopes for Lewes and everything? What's the little exclusive in the nicest way possible?
I can't reveal too much of the game strategy, or I'll get fired probably. I don't know how it works.
Maybe just write down tactics for your next game.
Yeah. But we're ambitious as a club, like on and off the field. I think you guys know that. You know Lewes now, what we're all about. But I think we like being underdogs. Like I think a lot of us people don't expect a lot from us, but we know how good we are, and I think that's the important thing. Like, it's going to take time. We're a young squad. We're a new squad. We've got a lot of new faces, but it's been good in pre-season. It's so competitive. So I think we'll be good. I know, like personally, I'd love to see us competing for the league. That's my goal. I wanna get promoted. To do that this year, I think would be a challenge, but you never know if you get in a run. But top half of the table, top four is my aim as the captain, and I don't think there's any reason why we can't do that. It's just about picking up the points. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But it's really competitive. There's no easy game in our league, so we'll see.
Also, I wanted to ask, as you are the captain of Lewes FC, did you feel like during like pre-season you had to like be that person that everyone looks up to and kind of rallies everyone together in this time? Was everyone looking at Rhian thinking, Rhian's got all the answers?
If you ask the girls, they're like, I'm the loudest anyway. They often tell me to shut up. So I think, like I like that position, whether I'm the captain or not. Like I like being the person that people can turn towards just because I have that experience. I'm a bit older, I think. But there's so many like good leaders in our group. Like we've got a good squad this year. So it helps, like, just as I said, just because I got the armband, we start like dictating roles. So everyone does their bit to make it a good team environment. So it's good. We share the load. We've got like a social set team. They do all the fun stuff. We've got like DJs in the locker room. So everyone does their bit to make it good. So yeah.
Now you said DJs in the locker room. I've got to ask, what's the music? Yeah. Like we're not gonna judge, but no pressure.
We're gonna judge, but we're not gonna judge.
I'm nervous now because you guys are not gonna. No, there's everyone sends in one song, so we have a bit of everything, and then when your song comes on, then you've got to obviously like set the mood. There's like awful songs in there, and I'm absolutely awful.
Go on, what's one song you looked at and said, who's played this?
There's this song, I don't know if you ever heard of it, like growing up when you go to like a school disco, it's called Follow the Leader. The roof is on fire.
Oh yeah, follow the leader.
So, like, that's a big one. That's a big one in our changing rooms. I'm guilty of dancing to it, I'm not going to lie. But it gets everyone up on their feet, and that's what you need before a game. And our home changing rooms in Lewes is above the away changing rooms. So when we're all going mad and dancing and stamping our feet, like I wouldn't want to be in the changing room below. Yeah,
that's a good tactic to have. Actually,
you've already won the mental battle.
Yeah, I think sometimes we have to be careful though. We waste too much energy before the game dancing before we even go out. Like, we don't even need
all that dancing next 20 minutes in, you're thinking, oh mate, should have done follow the leader.
Nah, it's good fun.
I was going to say, like, what's your song in the change room then? You've mentioned Follow the Leader, but what's yours that you put in through the playlist?
Oh, see, last year I was the team DJ, so I actually didn't have a song, but I'm trying to think what it would be. I love Beyonce, but again, it's not really like a locker room song. But I'm like acoustic chill. Like I need to chill out before the game, so I'm different. But there's a song for everyone. But yeah, I'll have a think. I'll let you know what is for this year. If you've got any suggestions, let me know. Send them over.
You know what? We're doing the music things.
Choose one song each. We all choose one song each.
All right, yeah. Send it over, and I'll let you know how it goes down in the locker room then.
Love that.
Guys, no pressure, because if
it goes dead, I'm calling on you.
We'll take the stray bullets.
Honestly, no, I can't. I don't know what song James would pick. Actually, no, I know.
You know what song I'd pick?
Yeah. I feel like you.
Yeah, you know, Sold Out Dates, Lil Baby.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's a tune.
Yeah.
You know, if you were my captain, I'll get rallied up.
Yeah, cool.
That's a good tune. I do like it.
I think I'll get Travis Scott.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, we got a couple of Travis Scott on the list, I think, from last year.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So the playlist can go from Travis Scott to Follow the Leader. So like from hip hop to Year 6 disco, basically.
There is no boundaries. It is like, yeah, it's mental.